to that. I will not fall away. In this time of holiday week, we're going to be looking at that in this month. You know, the Lord is showing me things that is mind blowing. I don't think we merit revelations from God. But however, Father talks to his children, isn't he? He says, the Lord God will not do anything without revealing the secrets. So the secret we know. Hallelujah. When there is storm somewhere, people say the act of God, we can see the spirit of man. The secret to his children. So hear me. This is November. I told you a few things yesterday. Let me just whet your appetite for today. I will encourage you this. It is my custom every year from October to start seeking God for the new year. And if you are a member of this church or you are connected to me on the internet anywhere in the world, make sure you follow suit. Now, if somebody starts asking God for 3 months about his life, where is the God who will not answer? I'm talking about the maker of heaven and earth. When he said, call upon me, and I will answer you. So when you see me in the beginning of the year, suddenly we're just chatting, and then I begin to prophesy, telling you what will happen each month and each, to nations and other nations of the world. And you see those things happen, even sometimes God telling me the month they will happen or day they will happen. Don't you think that somebody just drank by the food and he decided to be it? It is because I have been seeking him from October. Also, not to serve the devil, they seek Satan to destruction from October. How is there? It's just a person that was a witch, stand up. If you were a witch before, all the time I ask you laugh. If somebody was a witch before, if it's a senior one, you will agree with me that the whole world conference of Satan, looking at how Christians have hindered them across the globe through their prayers, and then they strategize havoc. That's the reason why this October, November, December, check the history. You have greatest calamities happening, accidental calamities happening across the globe. More. All right? And somebody will say that it's a mistake of the pilot or it's a mistake of somebody. No. It's not mistakes. I would say it's weather has been there before and it didn't do any problem. But believers also, therefore, are supposed to turn their antenna to the Holy Spirit and seek God for their own family, for their own life, for husband and wife and children and grandchildren and children unborn. So that you have gone ahead in the plans of God, understanding what God has for you. In doing that, God will reveal to you what he plans for you next year. And by the wisdom of the Spirit, you will look at where you are and recognize that, oh, this is what Holy Spirit will do to me next year. I am not able to enter it, but I will need to do this in January and take this step between January and June, and I will qualify and I'll be able to enter. If you miss that, the time of the glory will come and Christians miss it. I will get that. The business of serving God is not Sunday business. Those who serve Sunday, when we have raptured, they will remain here to tell Antichrist how they serve the God. And the Antichrist will not be very easy. He will force you to serve him every minute. He will monitor the movement of everybody. In your house, they are seeing you. All technology to do that is already available. I will get that. So therefore, seek God when he may be found. Now is the time that God may be found. So, as children of God and sons and daughters of prophet, God is revealing now, seek him for next year. So that next year you will not enter next year not knowing what is going to happen in your life. So that your prayers to God for next year, your petitions will be in line with wisdom. Are we in agreement? So, and of course, too, your prayer from now intensify more, because you can pray the whole next year within the next 2 months. So that anything the devil have plotted next year, you have destroyed it, and they cannot take place. That doesn't mean that Satan will not set it, but it will not work because you have prayed against it. Are we together now? Are we together now? Sons of light should walk in light and not in darkness. Okay? Therefore, I told them brief minutes ago, by God, I'm telling you, that your dreams in November to December will be different from your dreams from January to October. In January to October, God gives you some dreams, you forgot when you woke up. Why? Because you did not set your heart to understanding, and when understanding was given, there is no place to rest. I repeat myself. You did not set your heart to gain understanding, so when understanding was given, there is no place in your mind to rest. So as you saw it, it did not register. You woke up, you are remembering them vaguely, and then they went. And those things may be key to destiny. And that's why I prayed for you when we were praying that God should bring them back to your memory. They get me now? So that those visions you have had, that you can remember vaguely, but you know this good thing, but you can't remember well. That's why I spoke that God will bring them to your memory. Because God doesn't forget. An angel needs to touch your brain and you remember everything that you have learned. Hallelujah, somebody. In His presence, you don't forget anything. Really, in the presence of God, you just know everything. You remember everything. So He will visit you. Are we together now? Now. Let me give you a hint of Sunday. When I was writing today about your Sunday, the Lord told me to still write something about faith to you. But something amazing God told me is this. He said to me that you know that trust and confidence, faith is the application of trust and confidence. You know, we have talked about faith, fear, doubt. Okay? Faith is the application of trust and confidence. Or, in other words, faith equals trust and confidence. When the Lord talks to me, I always like to, He always gives me understanding by letters of man. You will have this published on Sunday. Just briefly, about 10 minutes, I will talk with you so that you can relax your legs. The Lord said to me that I should check the English dictionary meaning of the word trust and confidence. And I discovered that the Oxford Dictionary English says trust is defined as firm belief. Do you remember when we looked at the difference between faith and belief? And faith was interpreted or defined as strong belief. And that is what distinguishes faith from belief. Now, this dictionary says, trust is defined as firm belief in the reliability, truth, or ability of someone and something. So to trust God is to believe that God is reliable. I can rely on Him. God is true. And God is able. That is trust. Either in Him, someone, or something is church. Confidence, therefore, is defined as the feeling of belief that one can have faith in or rely on someone or something. Come on now. No wonder. Let me give you an example. A man relied on God and said in 1 Kings 17, there shall be no dew or rain except by my word. That is relying on God. He spoke on behalf of God. A man for 2 Kings and he said, look, our axe head have fallen into the water in the river. And he says, where did it drop into? And he said, the metal dropped over there. He said, get me that stick. And he threw the stick right where the big axe went down. And the stick light floated and the metal and the stick sank and the metal floated. The law of flotation was reversed on the spot because a man relied on God and spoke. Don't you understand me? Some people were eating and they said, "Oh, poison, poison." Everybody was going on the floor. We are eating poison, we are eating poison. And the man of God said, "Give me flour." And they brought flour and they poured flour into the food and said, "Eat that food that poisoned you now." And they ate it and it became a healing food because you relied on God. Reliance on God never makes you shame. I will together. A woman cried to a man in 2 Kings 4 and said, "You know, my husband, the prophet, loved God so much, but he died living deaths, which is contrary to the will of God." It says, "A righteous man leave inheritance for his children's children." How can you have a righteous man die in death? Yes, it does. Because the man is righteous, but he does not understand faith. Are we together now? He loved God, but he never understood faith. Hello? A pastor who does not understand love, God can use it to heal all the dead bodies in crematorium, but he cannot keep a marriage. Anointing don't keep marriage. Are you with me now? A Christian can be preaching all over the bus and fail in his class. Because anointing don't make you pass. You have to study. The rule to succeed, it says, study to show yourself. Not anointed to show yourself. Study to show yourself. Anointing to show God. Your study is to approve you. Approve of man. Are we together now? Understand. Therefore, the prophet was righteous, but he died in death. So someone is saying that Christians who are bankrupt and stuff like that, you can understand. Because all these things that provisions from God have rules and regulations. If you are not coming to Bible study every week, how will you know it? I can read Bible at home. Say, can you say all the things I will have said tonight? Stand up and start saying them. But if you are not here tonight, you won't hear those words. They are by the Spirit, from the Spirit, for the Spirit. As I speak, miracles is happening to you. I will give you one testimony today. Are you with me now? The Bible says, "Let the word of God dwell richly in you." Joshua 1:8. This book of the law will not depart from your mouth. It is the principle and basic principle for learning. In the book of Proverbs 6, it says that if you owe somebody, don't give your eyes sleep. Then he went further to say, "Little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of arms, poverty with your body like a robber." Someone said that if you don't sleep for 2 hours, 7 hours, you will fall sick. You better fall sick so that you can have money. And if you read, you can have good success. Yes? Is somebody in the house? There is time for play. There is time for work. The Bible says, "Woe to he that has comfort in Zion." When it's time for work, you don't sleep. He said, "Go look at the ants, you sluggard." He said, "They do not sleep. They do not have commander. They do not have commander. And yet, they gather their food in the summer. Because you won't see them in the winter. You think they don't exist in England?" God says so. Therefore, righteousness is different from you obeying all the wills of God and the words of God. You must know Bible. You must read Bible. You must apply Bible. A church where they don't teach Bible should not be, should be shut down. So if you come here Sunday, blessed are thou. But follow me a little. Your case should not be like the case of that prophet. He didn't say amen. Yeah. But here is another man who is also a prophet. But he's not just a prophet, he's a prophet who knows the word. He's a prophet who reads the word, who studies the word, who do the word. Not as far as I'm concerned, it's as far as the Bible is concerned. How long will you go as far as I'm concerned? People did it yesterday, went to headaches. Yes. Well, the believers, as far as I'm concerned, only will catch up with you like a storm, where you will regret that if I had known. But now you know. Yeah. The life that I now live, I live to the glory of the Son of God. Not I who lived, but I live to the glory of the Son of God who loved me. The things I want to do, I could not do, says the word. Not according to how I think, but according to what is written. So that my life can be as it is written to be. Hallelujah, somebody. I'm talking about reliance of God does not put man to shame. The man says, what do you have in your hand? Say, I have a little bag of money. Say, okay, go borrow barrels. Hallelujah. Pour the barrels. My, oh my. I remember when I was doing in Otta, one of the boys who went to advertise the crusade met a woman, one of the head of the witches, just 3 days before I came to Otta, and told the woman that this man of God is coming. He said to the boy, what gods have you to come to my shop on Wednesday? He said to the boy, did they not tell you who I am in this place? The boy said, Mama, I don't know who you are, but I'm a son of God. And I'm advertising Jesus. Come to crusade. And the woman looked at him angrily and said, you will not come here tomorrow. And the young man said, Mama, I will knock your door tomorrow until you accept Jesus. But you know, I came from a part of me, and I know the meaning of what she said. What she said is that the boy will die. Okay? As a witch. People she said to so to before, they will not live to tomorrow. But when the boy came there the following day, the shop was shut. Reliance on God does not make man shame. The boy knocked the door, knocked the place. They said Mama is not here today. The boy came on Friday. They said Mama died on Wednesday night. The boy said, all of you who had me on Wednesday, you better come to the crusade. When the news went about, the witches gathered together and said that crusade will not hold. And they decided to send storm, rain, and soldier ants. On the 4th day of the crusade, suddenly the cloud formed. Cool breeze began to blow. And Pastor Dapo was with me and other pastors. And then suddenly thunder. And my car drove into the place. And they mounted up all the engines for crusade. And suddenly, as I was sitting down, downpour. It was like the rain was violently falling. And in a short time, we saw soldier ants from all over the place. The field soldier ants landed on halogen lamp, and it became dark. Do you understand? You know, halogen lamp is to give light to everybody. With heavy wax, hot. Soldier ants, they stood on themselves, clinging on the lamp until light could not penetrate. Then I understood that Satan is about to mess up here, and I will mesmerize him. Why? Reliance on God does not make shame. I said the pastor come on and say stories and tell. Let me, Mike. They gave me the microphone. That time pastor was speaking, the microphone was going. You will hear it receive. You will hear it receive. I took my Bible. I keep that Bible till today. As I placed my Bible on the podium, they invited to put it on the podium. And rain was beating my Bible. I said that rain does not know what it's doing. I said, Father, in the name of Jesus. Everybody said, Amen in the rain. I said, you rain, you are a messenger. I am a messenger. A messenger does not disturb another messenger. And so I command stop. Instantly everything went boom. Lightning ceased, thunder ceased, rain dried. When I said in Jesus' name, people opened their eyes, all the ants disappeared. They were biting people who were doing like this. The ants disappeared. Ants from Pastor Dabo. They could not find one. If the ants left one by one, we should see their fragments. I'm talking about reliance on the Lord. When that happened, I now said, because I know that the people of darkness did this. I said there shall be no dew or rain in this city until I finish my crusade. I said, but the day I leave this city shall be flooded. Some people said amen, some people did not, because they are confused. And then on that day, God healed a man who had tuberculosis. That man, we brought the video to the church. You remember the man who said that when he had is from Ghana, was Lagos, a Ghanaian. He said that when I had that T.B. Williams is the one doing the meeting, I said, God of T.B. Williams, you cure my TB. You remember that man? He said, God of T.B. Williams, you cure my TB. Of course, you know, he's not an educated man, and that makes it better for miracle. Amen. Those of you who have read too much, may God deliver your head. Because sometimes your knowledge you have too much disturb God from manifesting himself. The man just said, it's A.T.B. Williams is my name. As far as he's concerned, that TB, he had gone everywhere. In Ghana, in Nigeria, when he coughs, blood will fill the handkerchief. That's what he said. And when I was ministering, I said, that man who had been afflicted by TB, by the Holy Spirit, you are healed in the name of Jesus. And the power of God hit his chest. Bah! He fell to the ground. You know, somebody who doesn't know the Lord, they don't know the power of God. All what they know is Satan. When he got up, he said he started coughing, but he quickly took his white handkerchief, usually, and he covered his mouth and he was coughing seriously. He did not know that what was there is what the Holy Spirit is taking out. When he looked at it, expecting it to be wet, it was white as he put it in his mouth. He said, the God of T.B. Williams has healed my TB. He ran to the pulpit. Reliance of God does not make man share. Listen to me, therefore. On Sunday, we will carry on. Don't miss it. But let me help you know this. Trust and confidence, therefore, is equal to faith. Yes. Remember Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1? What does it say? And faith is the substance of things hoped for and evidence of things not seen. It is being sure of what we hope for and being certain of what we do not see. So why is it that when a man has confidence in God and from the reliance of God he speaks, even when his word is like mistake, it comes to pass? Why? Because verse 6, let's read together. And without faith, it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him. Did you hear that? When you spend time with God, you will have confidence to speak on his behalf. Listen to me. Your Christianity must not be coming church only. Come on, come on. Join me. Let us take a journey for 2 months into the heart of the Father, that we may know what will happen after Brexit. How will it affect our relationship with Belgium, with Ireland? Really, will there be a war between Ireland and Ireland? Or will there be an invisible wall on the Irish Sea so that Scotland will break away because now they have said so? So that Ireland will have a reason to say, we're going back, so that what the Lord said, the nation splitting into three, comes to pass. You can access that information, but we must start seeking God now. Are we together? Are we together? When we walk with the Lord in the light of His word, what a glory He sheds on my way. When we do His good will, He'll abide with us still, and with all who will trust and obey. Trust and obey, for there's no other way to be happy in Jesus, but to trust and obey. Do you know something? I want to prophesy over your life. When the Lord was showing me this today, He showed me something. In the book of Genesis, it is. Yes. It is in the book of Genesis 17. Genesis 17. Let's read what verse 1 says together. Read it again. We will talk more about this along in this lecture. Who is a blameless man? A blameless man is a man who refers all his life to the Word of God. That's a blameless man. Because if the Bible says a man is blameless, it means he is free from accusation. If the Lord says a man is discharged and acquitted, what it means is, as per the law, he is blameless. I will get that now. Do you agree with me? Therefore, if the Bible says a man is blameless, it's as per the word of God, he is blameless. So if you run your life as you think, you cannot be blameless. If when you see the Bible tells you this is how you should handle this matter, and you say, as far as I'm concerned, God will also say to you, as far as I'm concerned, I will stay away from you. You may think God is hearing you, you will not. When God pulls his hand away from a man, in a short time, hell will set loose against him. I will together. That is part of God's jurisprudence. We are going to pray now. Let's start now. You will pray before I pray for you. That anything that can hinder you from God, before God, that the Lord will take it away from you. Lift up your voice and begin to pray. Anything, attitudes, ways of reasoning and thinking that can hinder you from the Lord. Father, take it away from me. Jesus said, the prince of this world came to me. He found nothing. Tell the Lord, help me as I approach the end of this year. Help me, oh God. The Bible says, and those who will, without faith, it is impossible to please God. Because it says that those who will come to God must believe that God is. And it's a reward of those who diligently, who are diligent before Him. Tell God, let me fear you, oh God. Let the fear of God come into my heart. Let the fear of God come into my heart. Tell the Lord.
Learning. Okay, let's get some music. Let's party started.
Help me to fear you, O God. Father, we bless your name. In Jesus' holy name we are praying. Say amen. When you say amen, you are saying, so be it for me. You and your house, the Lord shall you serve. Say amen. Children shall not be taken ransom by the devil. Say amen. We ourselves will not go into trouble by the devil. Say amen. It says, he who carries out the words of his servant and fulfill the prediction of his messengers, I predict over you that every request you have been asking from January to this hour, that have been lingering, month of fulfillment shall bring the answer from heaven. It says he carries out the word of his servant. What is my word to you today? You shall go out in joy. You shall be left. The mountains and the hills shall bring forth before you. Whatever had held you captive, from today you take control of them. I say your captive become your slaves. Aha. It says he carries out the word of his servants. I say unto you, every assignment of death over you as you will live your full lifespan. The trap of Satan will never catch you. It is written, he who set trap for his neighbor shall fall therein. The one who set trap for you is the one that will fall therein. You see, in accordance with the word, it says, he fulfilled the prediction of his messenger. He said to Jerusalem, it shall be inhabited. Of the town of Judah they shall be built, and of their ruin they shall be restored. Your Jerusalem shall be inhabited. People to be helpers of your destiny, but the devil has turned them against you. I speak to their spirit to begin to come back to you. They must fulfill the mandate of heaven over your life. It says, your Judah will be revealed. Whatever the devil has killed or stolen or destroyed in your life, I command life into them back. I say your Judah will be. I command everything destroyed by men and the devil over your life to come back to life. He said your ruin shall be restored. Whatever has been stolen from you, receive it back. I say whatever has been stolen from you, receive it back. He says, he who goes out with me carries seed to sow, will return with songs of joy, carry sheaves in his hand. All your labor of your life that have been robbed you of the harvest, I call for your harvest in this month of November. In the name of Jesus, never will you work and others will inherit your labor. For all your years of sowing in tears, you will carry sheaves in your hand with songs of joy. Oh, he who goes out weeping carries seed to sow will return with songs of joy. Those of you who have been crying in your secrets, And when people come, you wipe your tears. You shall tears no more. I say you shall weep no more. For he carries out the prediction of his messenger. But this time tomorrow, joy shall knock your door. But this time tomorrow, your sorrow will give way to celebration, I say. With no child, says the Lord. Come into the bosom of your maker, says the Most High. Finally, it is written that the redeemed of the Lord will return into Zion. They will enter Zion with singing. I say, you are the redeemed of the Lord. You will return with singing in your mouth. The testimony of this house is not complete until your testimony is ready to bear. In this month of November, God will answer you. February 1984, the one that is called Yahweh, the one who called me out of my mother's womb. I say, before November is ended, the Lord will answer you. You will sing songs of joy. All your sorrow, you will sing songs of joy. All your weeping, you will sing songs of joy.
It's a time.
Everlasting joy will crown their heads. Overtake them. I see everlasting joy will crown your head. Gladness and joy will overtake you. Sorrow and sighing will run away from you. I see sorrow and sighing will flee away from you. Comfort Zion. The Lord my God shall comfort you. He will comfort you in your sleeping. Those of you who have been disturbed that you cannot have peace from, you will sleep like babies. Those of you who have been afflicted and sorrowful, in this very night, the Lord my God will appear to you. He will comfort you in Zion. He will comfort you in Zion. I say comfort shall go home with you. I say comfort shall follow you everywhere you go. The Lord will create for you. You will have ease in attaining higher heights in life. You will have ease in attaining good success in life. So shall it be in the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Even in Jesus' anointed name. Somebody say amen. Somebody say amen.